rise to the law. What this means is that the government, this legal entity that doesn't even really exist, it doesn't make law, it's simply bound by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see now, I'm telling you this because I know you're a thinking man. You're the kind of guy who's looking at this going, oh, but then if so, then. Now, if they can't create law, if they're only bound by it, but they're allowed to operate within it, do they have the right to come to you and say, this is law and this is not?
No.
No. You're a smart cookie. You should shave more, get a haircut, people would respect you more.
I don't need that.
No, I'm just kidding, buddy.
It's hard, eh?
Who are you really serving? Who are you working for? Yourself? I don't think you're working for yourself because you're getting paid by someone else. You don't even know who they are maybe, but even so, you're giving your money to them. Like, you're not working for yourself. If you want to fight, if you want to protect, like, the law and be, like, a cop or something, then do it. Protect, like, values and stuff. Don't protect laws. Like, what is the law? You don't know it personally, not like you would know your morals and values, what's right and wrong. Like, protect the people. Work together. Don't work for someone who doesn't even matter. And stop giving your money to them. Like, be secretive about it. You know, work together, get a thing going, get your society together, and avoid them at all costs, really. Run away. When the roundup comes, go straight for the forest and build yourself a house, man. And gardens and stuff, it's our only option. And I've been thinking about it for years, so, you know, everybody needs to band together. Come find me if you want to go out there.
Yeah, just... I believe in some laws. If you're going to hurt somebody or even take somebody's property, then yeah, sure, that should be against the law. But if I'm just minding my own business, then who's to say that I'm breaking a law? Like, if I'm just working and I'm making my own money, who are you to take it from me? And, you know, just... and something has to change. I'm fed up and it's...
We need to be free. It's time. It's time to be free.
It's time to be free, isn't it?
Pretty much.
It is time
Well,
to...
you know, really.
So essentially,
I don't need to be policed or governed or... I don't...
Yeah. No
You know,
use.
I'm not harming anybody and I don't need them to impose on my life and tell me how to live and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to
social
say to the people of this country around the world, it's time to wake up. Your country's been stolen from you. The whole world's been stolen from us. We're not allowed to do anything we want. There's mass genocide going on, wars, disease, friggin' oil fucking profits and shit, like large corporations taking over everything. If I'm minding my own business, then why should you impose your rules on me? You know, it's time that we changed the way things work. And then why
I don't
should
think
you,
that it's any of the government that you have to talk to initially. It's the people around that are getting screwed in the long run of things. Nobody knows. In Canada, it's your own fault if you don't know your rights, and you will be hung for it. They've done it all the time. They prove it every day when you go to court. A lot of people don't even know what they're talking about. Next thing you know, you've talked yourself into such a hole that it's over. You actually get thrown in jail just because you open your mouth at the wrong time. People got to start realizing what the hell is going on. And if you don't find out the rights for yourself, well, then everyone can't be helped. Because in the past 30 years, since all this movement and 40 years and all this stuff started happening in the 60s and everyone wanted to be free, it's not happening no more, man. We're all fucking... Sure, everyone's mingling together. They got millions of people moving in everywhere, but everyone's just doing it like a drone. Coasting through life like fucking clones, man. It just doesn't work out. And the things that we don't know, you know? It's all published on the internet and everywhere else that everyone else doesn't know where to look. Just have to fucking take the time, our own time, and do it. Not, you know, no one else is going to make your bed for you.
do you feel there's hope for Canada?
You know what? I don't think there's hope for anyone because so far we've gone too far. Seriously, we've gone too far. We've let it go too far in the people's hands that it shouldn't have been in the hands of the puppet masters. You know, they shouldn't be dancing us around like little puppets. Eventually, there's a thing the war of, I'm not sure if I'm right, but 1812 or something, when the Canadians went down to the fucking Washington and burnt the White House down because the United States was trying to come up here and start their own confederacy and blah, 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 blah. Well, we told them as Canadians, fuck yourselves. We're going to burn your White House down. And they did it. You go back and look in the history.
What saddened me most about that was that young woman did not speak about if the roundup comes, but when the roundup comes. And that young man at the end, he did not feel hope. This is wrong, and I'll tell you why.
This is my country!
Thank you.
This is my country.
Hello, Carmel Wiseman speaking.
Hello, Carmel. My name's Rob. I've got a couple of questions for you.
Rob, what?
I'm looking at something that you apparently sent to an address of a friend of mine concerning a court order SCBC file number S073719.
Yes, I'm sorry, I can't tell you anything about a court order by virtue of the court filing number. That doesn't help me.
I see. Well, I've got a letter from you. It says we attach the entered order of the Supreme Court of British Columbia, May, January 8th, 2008, and entered April 18th, 2008. If you have any questions with respect to the enclosed, please contact me. So I'm contacting you, and I'm asking why you're sending me this order of the Supreme Court when it has nothing to do with me. And if it is, if you are claiming that it does have something to do with me, are you willing to sign an affidavit to that effect?
Well, who are you?
My name's Robert Arthur. I'm of the Menard family. I've got an affidavit which clearly defines me as not the respondent Robert Arthur Menard, and what concerns me about this is I found out that there are some Vancouver police officers who are attempting to use unlawful means to secure justification for arresting me under this order, or to go to court and to claim contempt of court. Although there's questions as to who the thing is addressed to, there's questions as to whether or not it's lawful, or does it maybe come from a de facto court. And if it is addressed to me and it is a lawful order, then there's questions concerning the terms of it, which are rather ambiguous, to say the least. I also sent somebody in to look at the court file itself, and lo and behold, the original order can't be found, and no one has seen a signed original court order. And the cops who are looking at this, they have talked to a guy, and they tried to extort him into committing perjury. They wanted him to sign an affidavit they knew was false, and they told him that if he did, they would make charges go away that he's facing, and if they didn't, they would make it worse for him. So I'm wondering whether or not there's anyone in the Law Society who's willing to claim that the order that I just made reference to does in fact refer to me, Robert Arthur, a free man on the land of the Menard family, or whether or not it refers to a respondent Robert Arthur Menard, which is not me according to my affidavits.
Well, Mr. Menard...
Don't call me Mr., please. Thank you, Carmel. I am not a Mr. I am not a mate on your ship. You will call me Freeman. You will call me Freeman, or you will be insulting me, and you'll be highly unprofessional. Thank you.
Normally, using the term Mr. or Ms. is considered to be appropriate and is not considered to be insulting. If you'd rather that I called you Robert, I have no problem with that.
Well, do you have a problem with calling me Freeman? Freeman Robert Arthur?
You can be called Freeman if that's how you wish to be addressed.
I want to make sure that in addressing me, however, that you recognize the dress is a result of the status, and the status means that I am not a person subject to the Legal Profession Act, and that's what I'm going to be looking at.
Freeman, I don't acknowledge that. I don't acknowledge that the legal, what would I call it, template that you described for yourself is valid. So I don't acknowledge that. I can confirm that the Law Society has obtained an order against Robert Arthur Menard.
Well, you can
That's
do
as
that.
much as I can do.
Can you confirm whether or not it's been signed? And oh, she hung up. This is why it pisses me off. It gets to a point where it's no longer about me at all. Now it's about my country. It's about all the people who have fought, killed, and died so that we would have the ability to engage in lawful, peaceful political dissent. That's all I've done. And now these people are using and abusing the law and the courts to try to put men with guns and bring them at me. That pisses me off. But that's okay.
For I have a cunning plan.
I'm going to take this right foot, and I'm going to whop you on that side of your face. And you want to know something? There's not a damn thing you're going to be able to do about it.
Really?
Really?